Chapter 10. After school. It was a special space in time, classes done, dinner in the future after school. As special and different a place in time as ancient Egypt. And where had the soft spring gone, dissolved like a vanished twin. After school outside, the sky was as blue as the Nile. The sidewalks throbbed with reflected heat, as stones waiting to be made into pyramids must have throbbed thousands of years ago. This heat, shrieked Connie. I cannot bear it. Connie had spent all winter saying she could not bear the cold. Let's go to the lake, said Luce. This meant a long drive and a parking fee, and not quite enough time to do homework. Nobody was interested in going to the lake. The mall, shrieked Connie. The mall is air-conditioned. We have got to go to the mall. Connie had spent the entire winter saying she was sick of the mall. What do you think, Dove? Said Luce. Dove was not paying much attention to Connie and Luce. She was very much aware of two other people close by and listening. Two boy people. Timmy and Lawrence hadn't quite joined the girls, weren't entering the conversation, weren't making suggestions, but they were there. Now that she was back in control of her eyes again, owner of the hands, dictator of the body, Dove was also nervous again. Anxious, wanting to do and say just the right thing at just the right moment to just the right boy. It occurred to Dove that, although she had been terrified, lying down in the back of the brain while Wing assaulted the world, she had also been slightly more comfortable. She had had no social choices to make, no recourse, but to let somebody else function in the real world. Dove tried to think of a casual, meaningless way to invite Timmy and Lawrence to go to the mall with them in Luce's car. But nothing came to mind. Because I hate Timmy and Lawrence, said the other person in her mind. Dove held her jaws together to keep Wing from saying this out loud. You shouldn't do that, said Lawrence seriously. At least one of them had found an opening for talk. My sister grinds her teeth together like that, and she's ruined her jaw joints, and has to take medication and maybe even have surgery. Dove dared not lose her hold on her jaw muscles, so she said, with her teeth crunched hard together, How awful. Lawrence told Dove in boring detail about his sister's medical problems. Everybody listened as if they cared. Timmy said, I wouldn't mind going to the mall, actually. I want to look at that new kind of sneaker. I haven't tried them on yet. The double airlift kind, said Luce. With the memory laces, Timmy said, nodding. What's a memory lace? Said Connie. The shoelace remembers how tight you like it, he said, and it retracts by itself and ties itself. Wow, said Connie, who would believe anything. Wow, I want to try those on too. Where did you see those advertised, Timmy? Who makes those? They sound really, really, really neat. Dove giggled. They sound really, really, really made up, she said. She felt at ease again. She could keep Wing out of her mouth. Timmy's kiss had done it. She was safe. So Wing rattled around in her head. Somehow Dove had not noticed this for the first 15 years, and she would learn how not to notice it for the next 15 as well. So there, Luce said, you guys want to meet us at the mall? We could all have a pizza at the food court and then go look at sneakers. Connie ruined it. And dry ice, she said. I want to go into dry ice. You just never know what they will stock. The teenagers headed slowly for their cars, giggling, changing partners, making jokes, deciding which highway to take. Are you going to get more venom? Said Timmy to Dove. No, I'm not even going into dry ice. What is that? I never heard of it, said Timmy. It's a store Connie and Luce like, said Dove. The usual shiver did not come. How surprising. Under the circumstances, Dove would have expected to pass out just thinking about dry ice. It's because I left the perfume sitting on Mr. Finney's desk, thought Dove, and the janitors will toss it, and I'm safe with a nice boy named Timmy O'Hay. Such a nice, solid, ordinary name. What could go wrong with a person like Timmy O'Hay around? You want to come try on sneakers with me? Said Timmy. Oh, yes, said Dove eagerly. She had absolutely no desire to have a pump sneaker. In fact, she hated sneakers that were as big as truck tires. She liked flimsy sneakers. Her favorite sneakers were light canvas, covered in lace. But for Timmy, she would try on 100 pairs that weighed as much as army boots. She wanted to suggest that Lawrence could drive to the mall with Connie and Luce while she went with Timmy. She wanted to suggest that the other three go have pizza and visit dry ice while she and Timmy ran off and got married. But of course she didn't say anything, and Timmy got into his car, punching Lawrence and throwing his book bag into the bushes the way boys did. And Lawrence hit Timmy in the head with his trumpet case. And all in all, they seemed to be friends, insofar as boys ever seemed to be friends. Dove found boys quite mysterious. They drove to the mall, Luce at the wheel, Connie in the front seat changing radio stations at about the same speed Luce was driving, and Dove in the back, trying to restrain herself from turning around like a little kid, getting on her knees and waving to Timmy. Then she thought, what am I restraining myself for? I want Timmy to know I adore him, don't I? So she took off her seat belt and got on her knees and waved at the boys in the car behind. Lawrence made terrible faces, yanking sideways on his throat, so he looked as if he had a toothbrush stuck down there, while Timmy simply grinned. And then, because Timmy was a boy and would prefer death to driving behind anybody else, Timmy put the pedal to the metal, streaked around Luce, and generally was a menace to everybody dumb enough to be on the road that afternoon. What a rotten driver, observed Luce. Dove sank back into her seat and thought about first dates and kisses that were not blown in the wind, but set gently on lips.